Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are doing another Ixalan Intermediate Swiss Draft League. Alright, we opened a colorless, playable rare here. I think Crew 3 is pretty excessive for this vehicle, but as we've noted, I think they kind of dropped the ball the first time around on vehicles. They made them too good, so now they've kind of made them too bad. But what can you do? So, this is a Lord effect though, which I like quite a bit. I think this card's actually pretty good. Tokatli Honor Guard. Well, let me make sure that's not worth something. I doubt it is. I doubt it. We'll see what a foil one's worth. 77 cents. 77 whole cents. I think we'll just take the colorless thing. Pious Interdiction is good. Removal. I've been meaning to try out this Lightning Rig Cruise. Looks like a really good, fun card to play in a pirate-centric deck. But we'll take the Fell Flagship and see if we can't make the pirate dream come alive. And then we're past a charging Monstrosaur, which is just crazy good. Crazy strong card. Definitely taking it over, I think, anything else in this pack. I actually like Verdant Sun's Avatar, but I think I'd rather just pay 2 less mana and get haste and trample out of the deal. That sounds better to me. Granted, you don't gain life, but this card is just nuts. It just does not seem balanced. So I wonder what they took over it, because there's not much I would take over this if it's not the rare. Excuse me, if it's not the rare. There's also a Fire Cannon Blast in here as well. I think the Thundering Spineback is actually a pretty cool card too, but alright, let's take the Monstrosaur. Who knows, maybe we're right back in dinosaur territory. Alright, here's a pirate. A good one. I mean, you can play this in black-red anyway. This card's pretty good in dedicated pirates. There's also Sun Crown Hunters, which I think is good. Since I have the Lord effect, I kind of want to play the pirates. So I may just take the captain. I guess actually the flagship being Crew 3 is not that big of a deal because it gives +1/+0 to your pirates. So I guess I take it back. That's not really that big of a deal. Tormentor in here. We'll take the captain. It seems like it's got some pretty good upside on it. And there's nothing else in here that I'm like super stoked about. So, alright. So we have a pirate, Sun Petal Grove. Oh yeah, did I tell you? So I took those money cards yesterday, and I had to go to class, so I couldn't sell them until the draft was over. So I did the final 2 rounds later that night. They had dropped 87% in value in 5 hours. How crazy is that? So they went from being worth like 3.5, 4 tickets to like less than a ticket. I think we'll take the Hoarder now. Just get the pirates going here. Make that pirate dream come alive. Branchwalker is a phenomenal card, very strong. But I'll take it over the Goblin as well, that's fine. The Hoarder is good. I like this card. Well, okay, so probably take the Cobbled Wings. People don't like that elaborate fire cannon. Alright, I got it, folks. You don't like it. Understood. Not a fan. Do you guys like this card? Okay, you don't like it? Got it. Let's see. There's Pounce in here, which is obviously a great card if we were going dinos, but I still think there's some pretty good incentive to go pirates with the Fell Flagship. That card's pretty sweet. Alright, let's take the Cobbled Wings. That way we can evade. We can play a Monstrosaur and give it flying. Take it over Dual Shot? I think so. I think Dual Shot's more of a, sideboard card anyway. Direfleet Captain number 2. I like makeshift munitions, especially if we can generate enough treasures, but I'll go deep on these captains. They seem good. Otherwise, munitions, Raptor, and Sure Strike are all good too, but take the captain. Me and the captain, making it happen. So Fathom Fleet Cutthroat, but let's just go for all these 2 drops. I think these are all going to be pretty good. I like that this one dies and then hooks you up. This card's probably okay, actually. What I like about this card is you can attack with everything and then play it post-combat and kill whatever the big guy blocked, but I probably still take the Hoarder. I can't stress enough, you can never really have enough 2-drops in an aggro deck. Never heard of that problem before. So Duress is a good sideboard card. Swashbuckling, I don't think I like that much. Heartless Pillage, not that good. Alright, we'll take the Duress for sideboard. Technically, I think you can main deck it, but I'm not going to. So I like the Heartstopper, but I may just want this Sure Strike. We don't have any removal currently, and this one doubles as both a removal, well, a combat trick, but also a pretty cool way to kill your opponent too, like a little brute strength. So we'll take it over Heartstopper here, even though I do think Heartstopper is a good card. We got the Buccaneers back. That's cool. This card's good. It's got haste. Explorer is a good mechanic. So we already are rocking, what, 5 pirates? That's a pretty good start. I guess we can take the Suncrown Hunters. I don't think I'm going to play Ryle. I don't think I'm going to play the Hunters either, but you never know. Alright, we'll take the Goblin here. It's a useful card. I just don't think we necessarily need it. We can already set stuff aside that I'm probably not going to want to end up in the deck. All of these guys are fine though. Alright, well, I'm going to take the cannon now, because why not? I know, everybody hates it. I got it. Do you guys hate this card? I forgot. Makeshift Munitions, probably good with steel card effects, but maybe we just take another Sure Strike. I don't know. I'm going to take the Sure Strike. I actually don't know if that's right, but I think because you can just kill people with it, it's pretty good. Okay, so here we probably just take a contract killing over a third Sure Strike. This deals with anything. And I guess what is nice about this card is it requires 5 mana, but it basically ends up costing you 3, so it's like kill something and then maybe you can cast something else, which is not bad. Seeker Squire is pretty good. It's not a pirate, though. Another Sure Strike, a Heartstopper. I think we'll just take the contract killing here. Ooh. Well, yeah, I don't think this is quite worth the splash. I could take the Bloodletter. It's not a pirate, but I mean, do I want to splash for a Deadeye Plunderer? I don't really want to. I don't have a lot of ways to generate artifacts. I guess I have these 2. I have 3, 4, maybe. I mean, giving up a Bloodletter, which is not even a pirate, for it. I'm not sure how I feel about this on the splash. It's probably fine, I guess. I don't see why it's bad on the splash. It's 5 mana 3/3 at worst. It's a relevant creature type. Potentially a lot better with... We have like 5 cards that interact with it right now. It's like a card that's potentially good for us, but not currently insane. I do think the Bloodletter's pretty good, but I'm going to stick with pure pirates. Besides the Monster Sour, which is just nuts. Bishop of the Bloodstained. Well, unfortunately, not what we're looking for here. So, I guess we'll take the Vanquish the Weak, get a removal over the Thrash of Raptors, because we just don't really have the dinosaurs to support that at the moment. Another Vanquish the Weak. We have Desperate Castaways, which is okay. Skullduggery, which is not bad. Probably take the Vanquish. Can never really have enough 2-drops, can you? But we're a little bit removal light at the moment. I guess not too bad now, but this card played better than I thought it would. I'll say that. But we probably want the Fiery Cannonade because we are rocking a lot of pirates at the moment. So this card did play better than I thought it would. I mean, when you're hyper aggro, drawing cards or making your opponents lose life is pretty good, but I'm going to take the Fiery Cannonade anyway. I'd rather... Like, this just crushes vampires so well. So this is good for raid, but I don't think we even have that much raid, if any at all. So I'll probably just take the Interloper, which is really good. Little Explorer Menace. Well, maybe we want the Fire Cannon Blast. This is, I mean, we're going to get to the point where we might need more creatures, but in a pinch I can play the Rummaging Goblin and the Sun Crown Hunter. So, alright, I'll take another removal. Unfriendly fire can burn face, so I'm pretty tempted to take that. It's a good way to kill your opponent. Alright, so... Alright, admittedly, we're going to need quite a few creatures out of the last pack here, but... Like I said, for now I'm willing to jam these guys if I have to and not be super upset about it. Alright, we'll take the Desperate Castaways now over the Wily Goblin. Oh wait, this is a pirate too? So 2-mana 1/1 that interacts with our Plunderer, but let's be honest, we're probably not going to play the Plunderer unless we can make it work somehow. Or a 2-mana 2/3. But it can't attack unless I control an artifact. I mean, we need to attack too, especially for our cat. Alright, I'll take the Goblin. 2-mana 1/1's pretty lousy, especially a color-intensive one, but we'll take it. It also ramps. I think it's probably better than it looks. Alright, we'll take the Heartstopper now. I don't really think we have enough various creature types to make this Grim Captain's Call good, and Prosperous Pirates is fine, but we already can't splash our other one, so we'll have to do it like this. Probably don't need a second Cobbled Wings. I guess we'll take the Pirates. This card's good. Seeing it that late is surprising. But I think we'll just pass all this. I'm not going to splash for a Depths of Desire. Alright, pass all that. So, we can make this work. We need 4 creatures technically. I would prefer like 6 or 7 creatures, which I guess is a lot to ask for, but if we can get it, that'd be good. Alright, Gilded Sentinel, I don't think is going to make the deck. So we currently have 7 pirates. Didn't get as many pirates out of that pack, but we got a lot of removal. Second to last pick, Blightkeeper, is kind of a gift. I think this card's good. A lot better if we had any raid, but this card's, I think, actually pretty good. Okay. I don't think Ashes of the Abhorrent. It's always good to check rares at the beginning of a format. Find out what they're worth. Not worth anything, as it turns out. Alright, so we probably take the Arsonist, which I still think is probably a pretty reasonable card. Not fantastic, but certainly fine and playable, and we need creatures. I don't mind playing another 5-drop, especially since the Plunderers are likely not in. So we'll take the Arsonist here. Let's see. Another Contract Killing. There's a Nest Robber. We'll take a second Contract Killing. We're getting removal. Like I said, we're removal heavy creature light at the moment, but I think we can change that. I think in the end this will work out just fine. So we can take the Interloper now. Another Fire Cannon Blast. What does this thing do again? Oh, that's a weird one. So the Interloper is a good creature, but I'm still going to take the Blast. I'm just going to hope that we can supplement with some creatures along the way here. Like, we only need 3 more creatures. Which I'm pretty hopeful we can get. Like, here I can take... I don't think we have enough Explore. We have, like... not enough. So maybe I just take a second Hunters. I mean, the beauty of the Hunter is it attacks. It's probably going to end up dealing 3 damage to your opponent. This card's so good. This card is ridiculous. I don't think we want the Chupacabra. I don't think we need a second Rummaging Goblin, so I guess I'll take the Hunter. We'll figure out what we're cutting at some point. Probably Cobbled Wings doesn't make the cut. I'd rather just have straight removal. And, probably not going to run... Well, this is 24 cards, but I think the next cut's probably a Vanquish the Weak. I would rather have, like, I think I'd rather have the Fire Cannon Blast. I'm not sure. Probably. Lose instant speed, but... And I think I want to keep the Sure Strikes because, like I said, they can just kill my opponent. So we only need 2 more creatures. We do have a lot of pirates. I wish I had more, though. I guess we only have 7? That's way less than I thought. Alright. So we can take the Interloper now, which is a good pickup for us, and then we'll cut one of the Vanquish the Weaks. So then release up to what, 7 pirates, maybe 8? Yeah, Interloper's good. Another Blightkeeper. I think I'm okay with that. Otherwise, we could take the Pirate's Cutlass. The problem with Pirate's Cutlass is I'd rather have removal. So I don't think we have the space for it, but I could take another Blightkeeper and maybe cut another Vanquish. And we still have oodles of removal. Or tricks. I mean, double Sure Strike, double Fire Cannon Blast, Fiery Cannonade, double Contract Killing is pretty good. What's funny is Fiery Cannonades combos with our Suncrown Hunters. Kind of hilariously. I guess technically Fire Cannon Blast does too. It's a way to deal it to our opponent's face. So I might actually play the... Well... Probably don't have space to do these prying blades, but I guess I'm not going to play the agent. I don't think we're playing the blade either, but these are actually... The blade is actually pretty good with our Blightkeepers. Just making a treasure every turn. Getting to our 5 and 6 is a little bit easier. I still think we can get away with 16 lands because if we can cast Contract Killing, we can cast our Suncrown Hunters, so it seems reasonable to me. Like if you take out the 6s from the equation, this is probably fine. Still, like a lot of our deck is. Ooh. Well, we're going to take a second Interloper, and I think we're cutting a Heartstopper. And the reason I'm cutting a Heartstopper is I really want to maximize my... I mean, I could cut the Rummaging Goblin, I guess. Because that way I have a, like, cheap Death Toucher. And I probably don't need the Rummaging Goblin because we're staying pretty busy here. Keeps my curve a bit lower. So, I think Costly Plunder is actually a fine sideboard card to have. Hijack's probably not bad either. Hijack probably wins more games than Costly Plunder, so we'll take the Hijack. Costly Plunder is good against the heavy removal decks that we may or may not play against. So Fiery Cannonade actually does... It's still got to be just... Has to main deck it all the time. Because not only do we have a good amount of pirates now, we have... what? 9 pirates, which is a good amount, but we also have these hunters, like I said, that are really good with the cannonade too. So we do have like a few ways to get to our Suncrown Hunters if we can't get the lands. Double Hoarder, which can just trade and get us a treasure. Goblin just enters and makes one, so that's 3 right there. We have the Explorer cards to find more lands, and then the Contract Killing, which just takes us right to Suncrown Hunter range 2. So this deck's pretty cool. Another Prying Blade. I guess we can take Trove of Temptation. I don't really like it, but... We got another Interloper? Alright. I'll play the Interloper over the Heartstopper. So now we have, what, 10 pirates? This looks good to me. I guess we're a little clunky, but I don't want to run 17 lands. I think this is a pretty tight 16 land deck here. We still have, what, 9 things that are 2 mana or less, and then 13 that are 3 mana or less. So of our 24 playables, 24 non-land cards, 13, so more than half of our non-land cards are going to be... Alright, we'll take Demolish for sideboard. Actually, I mean, we have a few things that explore now, but I don't think I'm going to play the Chupacabra. Our curve is high enough now. So we'll take Demolish to deal with those pesky vehicles. Although Hijack, I guess, does it too. But yeah, this deck's pretty sweet. There's some pretty cool aspects to this deck. Another Duress. So So I guess if our opponent has planeswalkers, the duresses are nice. But yeah, so far this looks good to me. I think it's a good looking deck. We have 5 cards that can ramp us to 6. How many raid cards do I have for Blightkeeper? Because it might make more sense to play the Heartstopper over a Blightkeeper just so that we have a little bit more early game interaction. But Blightkeeper I think is actually pretty good too. Like, we still look pretty beat down with a build like this. We still look pretty beat down. Like, I could cut a Sure Strike. I think 15 is kind of the magic number, though, for creatures, too. Double Sure Strike, double Fire Cannon Blast, Fiery Cannonade, double Contract Killing, Unfriendly Fire. Like, we have a lot of ways to kill things. Good amount of creatures. I could cut a Sure Strike and run 17 lands. I just really don't want to get flooded with a deck like this, but... I mean, having the 4 Explore cards does help with that, too. I don't love... I mean, we have enough fatties where we could get away with 17 lands. I really don't like... For the most part, I just don't like running 17 lands, but I might make an exception here, like cut a Sure Strike and just run 17. I don't want to, but may have convinced myself. Then maybe, if I'm running 17, maybe I do run the Rummaging Goblin then. And then I can cut like a Blightkeeper maybe. Something like this. Okay, I guess I can do this. Alright. So, 2 double red, 2 double black. Guess we'll go 9 red, 8 black. Yeah. So, black-red pirates again, but this deck actually looks like it's got some spicier ingredients in it, so I'm kind of interested to see what this can do. We'll run it like this, and we'll see you round 1.